A few months ago, I uploaded a video on Biometrix OS, which 90% of you absolutely love. However, some viewers faced issues while downloading files or encountered errors along the way. So, I thought, why not create a more detailed video on Biometrix OS, in which I'll cover everything from downloading the OS to customizing Free Fire. Plus, I'll test other Android games to see if this OS is good for gaming or not. So make sure to watch till the end, because every step is crucial. So let's get started. Many of my subscribers face issues while downloading files, so I'll walk you through the complete process. First, go to the About section of my channel, where you'll find the link to my website. Click on it to open the site. Now, go to the search bar and type Biometrix OS. Here, you'll see multiple posts. One of them is the old one, and the other is the new one. You need to go with this one because the old post doesn't have a direct download link. Now, scroll down a little, and you'll find the download link. Since it's a direct media file link, you can easily download the files without any hassle. Once you've downloaded the file, let's move on to the next step, installing Disk Genius. If you already have it installed, you can skip this part, but since many of my subscribers struggle with installation, I'll guide you step by step. First, extract the Disk Genius zip file. After extraction, open the folder and launch the setup file. Now install it like any other software. Once installed, go back to the extracted folder, where you'll find two subfolders, one for 32-bit systems and one for 64-bit systems. Select the appropriate version for your PC. Now copy all of the files from this folder and paste them into the Disk Genius main directory and replace the existing files. And that's it. Disk Genius is now installed. Next, we need to extract the ISO file. And if we talk about its size, it's just 300 MB. So it will extract within a few seconds.
One eternity later.
Once it's complete, open Disk Genius and choose a partition with at least 8 GB of free space. Make sure it doesn't contain any data. Then right-click on the selected partition and choose the Format option. Then a dialog box will appear. Just select ext4 as the partition system. Now, in volume label, type Biometrix OS in capital, and then click Format. Since my partition is already formatted, I won't do it again. Once the formatting is complete, open the same partition and drag and drop the extracted ISO file contents into Disk Genius. With the file transfer complete, we're ready for the next step, which is installing Grub. You'll find two files related to Grub. One is an offline setup, and the other is an online version. I recommend the online version because it installs the latest version with all necessary boot files, reducing the chances of errors. However, if the online version doesn't work on your system, you can use the offline one. I'll be using the online version, so I'll open and install it. Once installed, open Grub and click on Manage Boot menu, then select Add New Entry. From the drop-down, choose the submenu option. After that, in the title, type Biometrix OS, then click on Edit Custom Code. Now, copy the entire text from the downloaded Grub code and paste it here. Now, save the file and click Apply. So the setup is now complete. I'll restart my PC and record the next part using a phone. After restarting, the boot menu will appear where you can select either Windows or Android OS. Since we're installing Android, I'll select the Android entry. Now choose the first option, then press Enter, and then the OS will start booting. As soon as the booting is complete, you will be directly taken to your Android OS. This means you won't have to set anything up or change any settings. It will be installed and ready to use instantly. As you can see, the Biometrix OS has been successfully installed and is running very smoothly. So, before using it, we need to change its language. For that, you have to go to its main settings and enable this option. Then, scroll down and select this option. Next, go to this section and click on Add Language. Then a list will appear in front of you, from which you need to choose the English language. After that, drag it to the top, and your device's language will be changed. There are two ways to do this. You can either use a third-party app store or directly download the APK from any website and install it manually. For this tutorial, I'll be using the third-party app store, which you can easily download from my website. Now, since I already have the APK file downloaded, I'll go ahead and install it. Once the installation is complete, open the app and grant all the necessary permissions. One of the best things about this app store is that it's lightweight, ensuring your OS runs smoothly without any lag. But that's not all. It also offers access to some exclusive games and apps that aren't available on the Play Store. After that, accept the terms and conditions, head over to the search bar, type Free Fire, and hit download. If you're using a very old PC, like one with an Intel Pentium processor, then this step is essential for you. However, if your PC has 2 to 4 GB of RAM and a dual-core CPU, you can skip this part, as Free Fire will run just fine without it. Now, let's get started. First, install both of these APK files. Once that's done, open Activity Launcher and click the OK button to proceed. From there, select GL Tool and choose the second option. At this stage, it's crucial to follow my settings exactly, as applying the wrong configuration could get your account banned. After setting everything up correctly, simply close the app. Now, moving on to the next step, open Panda Keymapper, select Free Fire, and launch the game. As soon as you launch the game, key mapping will be enabled automatically, so you won't have to set it up manually. Now, as you can see, we've reached the login page. For this demonstration, I'll be logging in using a guest account, but you can choose to log in with Facebook or Google if you prefer. Moving forward, we've now entered the lobby, and the game is running smoothly without any lag. So, let's jump into a match and check how much FPS we can achieve. Alright, the match has started, and as you can see, I'm getting around 25 to 30 FPS. Not only that, but the key mapping is also working perfectly, making the gameplay experience even better. Additionally, I have tested more than 20 games on this operating system, and many of them worked perfectly. Overall, this OS is excellent. But if this OS doesn't work for you and you still want to play Free Fire, then click on the video on the left. In that video, I've shown how to run Free Fire on a 1 GB RAM PC without even installing it. So click now, and I'll see you there. Bye.